We're at the corner of 3rd and King at Oracle Park, where tonight the Giants and Rockies meet in a National League West showdown. Welcome to NBC Sports, the area home of the authentic fan. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Next to me is Mike Krukow. It's a cold night. Advantage? Well, probably a little bit of an advantage to the hitter, especially if you throw as hard as Carlos Rodon does.
Well, Carlos Rodon, he throws very hard. You'll see mid to high 90s with his fastball across the letters. That's a great pitch for him because it's not the strike zone, but guys can't lay off it. And he also has a disappearing slider, which is one of the best breaking balls in the National League this year. That's a nice, lethal 1-2 punch. Giants are playing good ball right now, and so are the Rockies. Both teams come into tonight's ball game 16-12 with a lot of confidence. So it should be a spirited series, this 3-gamer.
Belt was in the original lineup, but scratched. Giants doesn't seem to bother them. They'll just move forward. All right, Giants baseball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Now it is time to get to the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Buy your wristband online and save $10. 52 degrees. It'll get cooler than that. The wind's brisk and the humidity at 59% as the Giants take the field.
Let's take a look at the wind currents today. In batting practice, there was carry, and it was out to left field. And you see what happens. The wind will go out to center field and then come back and then swirl out and go to left field. And when we watched batting practice today, there were some deep home runs hit to the left side of the field. So if you don't like that wind report, wait around a couple of innings and we'll give you another one, because that's kind of how it goes here at Oracle Park.
That's right. It's like the weather in Miami. Let's take a look at the lineup that Carlos Rodon is going to face. It'll be the former Giant Connor Joe in the leadoff spot, then Daza Grichuk and C.J. Cron, who's got 9 home runs, followed by Diaz, Rogers, and then McMahon. Jose Iglesias, the former Tiger, will be hitting 8th, and Garrett Hampson, who, by the way, is from Reno, is hitting 9th.
And on the hill tonight for the Giants will be Carlos Rodon. This is his 6th start, 3-1 on the year with a 1.55 ERA. Look at the strikeouts. 41 against 10 walks in 29 innings. You're going to see a fastball that's mid to high 90s, good hard slider. He will steal strikes with a curveball. Of the 41 strikeouts that he's got, the only 2 of them by way of the curveball. And that is our StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. The 4-seamer averages 96.4 miles per hour, and he gets most of his strikeouts with that.
So both teams come in with the same record of 16-12. The Rockies actually lost 2 of 3 in Arizona, and they lost yesterday 4-0. They got shut out.
Let's take a look at the Giants defense, brought to you by your Bay Area GMC dealers. Starting in the outfield from left to right, it's going to be Slater, Dubon, and Yastrzemski. Good arms across the board. Crawford and Flores on the left side, Estrada and Ruff on the right side. Joey Bart, he'll be in the squad, putting down the sides.
So here's Connor Joe. And Connor Joe is having a really nice year. He's got 4 home runs. He's got 11 runs batted in. He's hitting .267, and he's never faced Rodon before. Slightly open stance, and the first pitch of the ball game is on its way, and it's inside. So we get started at 6:46. 1 ball and no strikes. Outfield, infield pretty much straight away. And Connor Joe takes a strike. Home plate umpire is Ted Barrett. Barksdale, Lentz, Seha from 1st to 3rd.
And Ted Barrett, I mean, he'll call strikes. I mean, in all parts of the strike zone. I consider him a low ball guy. But you want to get him looking for strikes. And the way you do that is with control.
Comes back with another strike. It's 1-2.
If you throw strikes, he'll start looking for them. Barrett, the crew chief, been around a long time. He will control a baseball game.
Daza to follow in the 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Swinging a foul back. 95-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle of the plate. The Rockies are 5-7 on the road, so they've done most of their damage at home. The Giants, with a win yesterday, over 500 at home. They're 8-7. And another 1-2 pitch is lined foul down the left field line. Look out.
It's our ball dude down there. That's Don Stallhoot. Don, be careful down there. Oh, he held it long enough. That a bit. Over at first base tonight is Tony Graham. He's a Mizuno guy.
No swing. 2-2.
That's Barksdale, the first base umpire, making the no swing call. Yeah, he's got a few autographs on his Mizuno. Willie Mays.
Yeah, that one's pretty recognizable.
It's one of the best autographs ever.
Ever. Three and two.
Well, 2 times he's gone to the back foot slider, and 2 times Connor Joe has been able to hold back a swing. He wants to. Let's take a look from the side. Did he go? Yeah, that's the 50-50 zone right there. Some umpires will say yes, some will say no.
Like Lance Barksdale's got a cast on his hand. 3-2. Line drive, base hit. It'll be Yastrzemski to cut it off, and that's how this game gets started.
It's a good at bat right there. Let's take a look at our Nissan keys to the day. And Rodon, rock on. He's been so good. And the Giants need him to take some innings tonight because the bullpen's a little dinged up. And contain C.J. Cron, who's the big first baseman who's tied for the league's lead in home runs in the National League with 9. And those are our Nissan keys to the game.
Daza. Jonathan Daza waits and a strike at the knees.
With Connor Joe at first base, you know, he looks like a base stealer. He's got 1 on the year. He's been throwing out 1. Why do we bring that up? Well, it's the Rockies. They don't run. They've only had 5 steals, and they've been thrown out 5 times.
Swing and a miss. Another again 2. Daza has never faced Rodon before. Grichuk, who's on deck, has. And the guy that's got some ownage on Rodon is the guy Mike just got through talking about, C.J. Cron. Down the line and out of play. See, Rodon builds on his fastball a little bit.
You see his best velocities in 2 strike counts. And what he likes to stem up, most guys like to establish the knee-high location with their stuff. But with Rodon, with that fastball, he likes to establish that letter-high fastball. That high fastball is such a good strikeout pitch for him.
Oh, 0-2 with Grichuk to follow. Nice block, Joey Bart. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Boy, is it clear as we look out over towards Berkeley, and it's gorgeous. Water's beautiful.
Can't be any prettier. Can't possibly be any prettier than it is today.
We saw a lot of whitecaps yesterday, not so much tonight. There it is.
Yeah, the winds have calmed, which means there's more carry to right field.
Out of play.
97 on the hands.
Crawford and Estrada at double play depth. way, way off the line in left field is Slater. There really is no left fielder.
That's so unusual when you have a left-handed pitcher out there with some of these big right-handed hitters that Rockies have.
Take something off in another foul ball, and you can see Rodon is starting to. He's had enough.
Well, strikeout guys, you know, they don't like hitters fouling off a kill pitch.
Well, he's had 14 pitches and he hasn't gotten it out yet. Joey Bart again digging it out, 2-2. Hey, the Buccos, the Pirates beat the Dodgers in Pittsburgh tonight, 5-1.
On you Buccos, had a babe.
Urias takes the loss. Quintana the win for the Pirates. Here's a 2-2 pitch, and it's out of play. Rodon looking.
What do I have to do to get it by this guy?
We started a game in Chicago. I think it was a playoff game where I don't know who it was, but got Samardzija for like 14 pitches to lead off the bottom of the first. And it wore him out. Tap foul.
Well, it does tick you off. And look, this is the day and age where the pitch count is everything. And you spend 14 pitches on a guy, and then he walks or gets on base. I mean, that's a disaster.
I wanted to say it was Jason Hayward, but I'm not sure. Two and two.
Every hitting coach in baseball, especially against an ace like Rodon, they want to get pitches out of a pitcher.
Got him. And Rodon's going, thank you very much.
Just high 3/4, just buries the inside corner at 96.
Of all the pitches that Daza swung at to foul it off to stay alive, that was probably the best pitch to hit.
You're right.
Here's Grichuk. Grichuk off to a good start for the Rockies. He's 1 for 11 against Rodon with 6 strikeouts.
Well, he went up there looking for one thing and got it and missed it.
Come on, you can do it. I don't know what it is, but it looks good. There's a strike, 0-2. The Rockies broadcasters are telling us that it's just been the last couple of days that Grichuk has started to wear glasses. On the ground, foul.
All right, where's our ball dude? Ooh.
You got to go get it.
Oh, now.
Come on.
He's going, man, I didn't sign up for this. You can go on the field. It's okay. It's legal to cross that line.
Oh, don't cross the line. Don't do it.
It's legal.
Oh. It's like,
look both ways.
It's like the field of dreams. You cross that line. Uh-oh.
It's true, man. You might fade off into a cornfield. Don Stahlhood, he is the early evening comedian.
There he is. Bert Lancaster crossed the line, and that was it. He went 0 for 1 in his career.
That was it. I think Don Stahlhood's going to provide a lot of entertainment tonight.
He's got the game face on, that's for sure. And this time he went around. And here comes C.J. Cron. Told you about the ownage. 5 for 9 with a home run. There's the swing.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Crone hitting .311. Fastball high, 1 ball and no strikes.
And Carlos Rodon, he doesn't have to be told that this guy's got ownage on him.
No.
It's something you know when you're a pitcher.
Ooh, he's right. Middle in, right in the hit me zone.
What did Brian Saban used to say? That guy's got bat head strength, and that's exactly what CJ Crone has. I mean, he's got TNT in that barrel head.
Spins one, and he gets the call. He's got 7 home runs at home, and he's got 2 on the road. Outside and high, it's 2-2, and it's not that Carlos Rodon has been wild at all, but this will be pitch number 28. A lot of foul balls.
If you're going to have a long inning, the first inning is your best inning to have it because you're fresh.
Out of play. Two pitch. Foul back. Rodon's still going. What do I got to do? It's killing me.
Next pitch is going to be number 30, and that is a concern. You give up 30 in the first, that means you're probably going to have 1 less inning you're going to be able to throw in your overall outing.
That's true.
And the Giants need Rodon to go deep. They'd love to get 6 out of him tonight.
Got him. Rodon in the end strikes out to the side. And for the Giants, Slater, Dubon, and Yastrzemski coming up. Of the first inning, let's take a look at the Giants lineup, brought to you by Bigelow. And here's what Gabe Kapler's lineup looks like. It'll be Slater and then Dubon. Dubon's swinging it right now, and he also likes to hit against the Rockies. Yastrzemski, Flores, and Ruff. Brandon Crawford is going to hit in the 6th slot. Then it's Estrada, Bart, and Gonzalez.
On the hill tonight for the Colorado Rockies will be Austin Gomber. Gomber, 28 years old. He's in his 3rd year at the big league level. He's a tall guy, 6'5", 220. Originally a 4th-round pick by the Cardinals. He was one of 5 guys that were traded over to Colorado from St. Louis in exchange for Nolan Arenado. When you take your at-bats against him, let's take a look at our StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. And what he features is a fastball that's low 90s. He'll four-seam it. He's got a slider, changeup, and a curveball, all from a short arm, high 3/4 release.
Here's Slater. Slater 4 for 8 with a couple of doubles against Gomber. There's his overall numbers this year. And he fouls it back to even the count at a ball and a strike. The Giants have won 2 straight. They're 8-7 at home. And they're tied for 3rd with these Colorado Rockies.
It's one thing I don't think we ever saw when we were playing. Guys eating apples on the bench.
No. We had a trainer one time. Remember, he brought out a sandwich and we almost ran him out of town.
He learned the hard way. You didn't do that.
I could say his name right now, but I'm not going to. Foul back, 2-2.
I mean, you really weren't allowed to be comfortable on the bench. You couldn't wear sunglasses. The only thing you could eat were sunflower seeds.
Unbelievable.
And you could chew 9 bags of chewing tobacco, not a problem.
Or bubble gum. High drive into center field. On the move is Hampson. Still on the move off the top of the wall. Slater picking it up. Now he's going for 3. Here's the throw. Not in time. Triple for Austin Slater.
Well, I think he's kind of trying to figure out how it didn't get over the wall. I mean, he clips this thing. Back spins, middle in just above the knee. And then just a matter of will it get out of here. Right about 2/3 of the way up the wall in center. And once it came off the wall, he kicks it into another gear. An easy pop-up slide triple.
Here's Dubon with the corners in. Iglesias and Rogers back. And a pop-up, and it's out of play, and it's 0-1. Dubon really does like that first pitch. He's trying to get off that interstate.
Well, he's swinging the bat well right now. It shouldn't be much longer before he's in the 2s.
0-2.
Let's take a look at the Rockies defense. Is brought to you by your Bay Area GMC dealer. Starting in the outfield from left to right, it's Daza, Hampson, and Grichuk. Iglesias and McMahon on the left side. Rogers and Crone on the right side. Elias Diaz, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
Gomber now pitching for the strikeout. Backdoored him. It's 1-2. Five RBIs for Mauricio Dubon. And another pop-up and another souvenir. Fans have to be happy tonight with all the souvenirs.
Good night to get a foul ball.
Good night. Fouled off of the catcher Diaz and the umpire, and it stays at 1-2. Get them both.
I think it did. A double thud.
Now the corners are back. Center field. This will be good enough with Hampson catching. And coming in to score is Slater. Nice at bat for Dubon. You said it yesterday, Mike. You can't take those for granted. You really can't.
No, and it's such a good at bat, especially in a 2-strike count. And if they could go to a preferred outfielder in a situation like this, they're going to take on Hampson. He doesn't have much of an arm.
Here's Yastrzemski with nobody on and 1 out. He has hit a homer off a lefty yesterday, and it won the Giants a ball game. It was his second of the year. He spent almost a week in a hotel room in Washington, D.C. So his numbers are going to be a little light just because he didn't play. This is Yaz's 19th game as he pops this one out of play. The Giants player who's played in the most games, Estrada and Ruff, with 28. Did you predict that in spring training?
No.
Probably not. 1-2 pitch. Rolls this one to the second baseman, Rogers. 2 outs. And that'll bring up Wilmer Flores.
You know, Yastrzemski gets to the ballpark today and he's hit 9th. Belt originally in the lineup, and then all of a sudden Yaz gets put in the 3rd spot. Does that mess with you?
You know, I guess, Mike, it would mess with you if you were in the 3rd spot almost every day, or the 9th spot almost every day, but this lineup moves around a lot, so probably not.
That's a good point.
I mean, if you put Mike Schmidt hitting 8th, it would probably bother him.
Yeah. Well, Hall of Famers are a little temperamental about the bottom of the lineup.
I mean, we watched Brandon Crawford at the beginning of his career hit 8th, and he's hit cleanup a lot lately. Flores takes just a bit outside.
I mean, you think about all the hitters in the National League that spend a lot of time in the 8th spot. They have to be thrilled about the DH, because you don't get a lot of protection from a pitcher.
Absolutely. Flores goes the other way. Moving back is Grichuk, and that'll end the inning. Giants pick up a run after 1. It's 1-0 San Francisco.
Giants' most wins in the season versus an opponent in the San Francisco era. Well, 17-5 against the Cubs back in 1961. Look what they did last year against the D-backs. 17-2, 15-4 last year against the Rockies. 32-6 combined against those 2 clubs. What a glorious year 1958 was. They beat the Dodgers 16 out of 22 times. Cardinals 16-6 in 59, and the Astros 15-3 in 1965.
1-0 Giants. Shin guard action, 1 ball and no strikes. This is Elias Diaz. A couple of home runs, hitting at 240. Lineup really doesn't look the same without Arenado and Trevor Story. 2-0 delivery. 3-0. 2 pitches could have been called strikes, the last 2. There's Rogers.
Well, I mean, some nights are like that. I mean, they're just going to be a grind.
So 3 pitches that were close enough to be called strikes, and Rodon gets none.
All right, the MLB Ballpark app will complete your next visit to Oracle Park. Buy and manage game tickets, unlock offers, access exclusive content, and much more. Download the MLB Ballpark app today.
This guy's ready. He's got the big fist. I think he's sitting next to someone friendly. Down the right field line, that'll be foul.
He needs to get something to put in the big fist.
He does. Rogers 165 with a home run, 9 runs batted in. I think he's looking for a vendor. No swing, 1 ball and 1 strike.
It's been about 6 check swings here, and he's gotten 1 call of the 6. Oh well, nobody's gonna will tell you that it's ever going to be easy at this level.
Swing and a miss. 1-2. Foul again, and it stays at 1-2. Rodon's thinking, what happened to the early starts I had where guys were swinging and missing? and a high fastball to make it 2-2. A walk and 2-2 to Rogers with McMahon, Iglesias, and Garrett Hampson coming up next. On the ground, that's Flores. That's Estrada. Got him, double play.
Well, that was a nice turn by Thairo Estrada to put something on it because they had to have it. Rogers runs well, and he was getting down that line quick. It's exactly what Carlos Rodon needed right here. 1 pitch and 2 outs. Good feed, and watch the sling over to first base, and Estrada gets his man. 5-4-3, and that is a huge play for Rodon.
Here's McMahon, so lefty against lefty. McMahon hitting .250, couple of home runs, 13 driven in. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Right above the hands, middle in. Every time a guy swings at one of those, he'll step out and have a word with himself.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Every time a guy swings through 2 of those, he'll step out and have a word with himself.
2 words. So might he see another fastball?
Why not?
Right out to Yastrzemski, who's coming in. It's going to die in front of him.
And it was a breaking ball. And I don't think that Rodon wanted to throw that anywhere near the strike zone. And that wasn't a bad selection. It was just bad location. You're ahead 0-2, and you throw one right up there above the knees, and Rodon knows. That's just a location mistake, and he paid for it.
Here's Jose Iglesias, the shortstop. With Rodon and Iglesias both in the American League Central. Iglesias has faced Rodon 12 times with 4 hits. Up and in.
Iglesias really off to a nice start this year.
He's in 308. Swing and a miss. 1-2. 97. Got him. For the Giants, Ruff, Crawford, Estrada, they are coming up. Here at Oracle Park, an early lead for the Giants as Ruff stands in. Ruff got that average over 200 with a home run, which he hit yesterday, and 8 runs batted in. On the ground, really hit hard to Iglesias, who throws him out. Can't do anything but hit the ball hard.
It's all right. It's a good problem to have.
Here's Crawford. Crawford at 226 with a couple of home runs, 10 RBIs.
Oh yeah, I'm having popcorn. It's just me and my dad.
See, that's something I just don't do.
Share
popcorn.
That's true.
Get yourself a big handful, young man. Uh-oh, arm's going from the bottom. 1 ball and no strikes. 2-0. Good take. 3-0.
Gobbers wonder where that curveball was.
Comes back with a strike to make it 3-1. Well, that's, those are close pitches, and Rodon wasn't getting any of those.
The corners, I mean, you'll see pitches all over the zone call, but you don't always get them.
Now a brief message presented by Pacifico. Crawford at first with one out. Here's Thairo Estrada. And a strike to Estrada, who's at 235 with a couple of home runs. $16 runs batted in for Estrada.
He's had some big hits.
On the ground, Glacius. It's one there, and that's all. You're looking at a couple of really good defensive shortstops in this game.
And they're not babies either. Iglesias, 32 years of age. Crawford, I think, is 34. I have to look this up and make sure. He's 35. Just looks 34.
Here's Joey Bart. Joey Bart hitting at 164 with 3 home runs. He'd like to get it going.
Well,
1 ball and 1 strike.
Nothing wears out a hitter more than swing and miss. And he's had a lot of swing and miss.
Yes.
You talk to Gabe Kapler about it, he says, look, we can be patient with him. He's contributing with the glove. Defensively, he's doing a job. Plus, he's not going out of the strike zone. He's swinging in the strike zone. We can be patient. If he starts to chase, then there's a concern.
1-2.
Caught a piece of Diaz. See, I hit him on the right arm, maybe. Nope.
Maybe just dinged him because he didn't catch it right. Remember, we lost Buster for some games last year. Remember, he didn't caught one right at the tip of his glove.
Oh man, he's not going to miss those. It was something every day. I mean, a big league catcher's going to get dinged every day. You're going to get a foul ball that hits you someplace that hurts. And if you think about it, it's like getting hit by a pitch every day. Even if it hits you on the pads, like if it hits you on the kneecap, it's got double pads. That really hurts. If you get hit in the helmet, in the face mask, that really hurts.
It really hurts.
Got a hand warmer pack there on his belt.
Runner goes. Strike 3 call, and that'll end the inning. Third inning coming up. 1-0 Giants.
The All-Star Teacher Award, presented by Provident Credit Union, is back for its 15th year. And joining us tonight is Du Hong. And you can go to NBCSportsBay.com/AST to check out Du's profile from Redwood Middle School in Saratoga. Let's check out all the other finalists as well. They're all good, and they need your vote. The winner receives $20,000 for their school. Vote now. There's Mr. Hong. Good luck.
Yep. I think he's got his hands full, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he's got a 9-inning wrestling match planned for tonight.
Here's Garrett Hampson. The first pitch to Hampson is a strike. Hitting 154, a home run, 3 driven in. He is facing Carlos Rodon for the first time.
Hampson, the pride of Reno High School.
This will be pitch number 50. 0-2.
One thing that you don't think about as a starting pitcher, I mean, you don't think about the pitch count. You just go as long as you can, as hard as you can, and see where the cards fall. You just think about getting out a big league hitter any way you can.
Got him.
All right, time now for our fourth play of the game. April 6, 2019, against the Rays, Connor Joe got his first big league hit after starting his career with the Giants on an 0-for-13 streak. It was a pinch hit single off of Ryan Yarbrough. And he still has the ball.
I bet he knows where it is, too. He singled in the first inning, had a long at bat. And he takes in tight. 1 ball and no strikes.
First time through the lineup for Rodon. 5 strikeouts, all swing and miss strike 3s. Manley.
This is going to be in the seats. It's a ball and a strike. Jonathan Daza is on deck. That was a hanger, and he took a good grip at it.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he didn't get cheated. He throws that barrel head around, but he knows he had a good pitch to hit.
His hair's a little bit different since that first big league hit.
Oh yeah, totally different look.
And another base hit. He's 2 for 2. And that'll bring up Daza. Remember, Daza hit all those foul balls, and then he got caught looking. Uh-oh, double fist.
Double fisted friendship right there.
Foul back. I mean, you could put a lot of things in it. It doesn't have to be a beverage. You could put garlic fries, sunflower seeds.
Yeah. Plant a rose in there.
Put a hot dog in there if you want.
Just they make me laugh.
On the ground to Crawford. Crawford wrestles with it. That's 1. And a double play. The magic of Brandon Crawford. Gonzalez to lead things off.
Join our sensational sports giveaway. Details at riverrockcasino.com.
There you see some pretty good lids in the old dugout store. Here's Luis Gonzalez facing the lefty Gomber, and he hits one to left field, but it's right at Daza. One pitch, one out. Well, plan a group outing for your next Giants game with 15 or more guests. You'll receive special ticket pricing, scoreboard recognition, and additional benefits for corporate groups, fundraisers, and more. Host your guests in a premium space for an even more exclusive experience. sfgiants.com/groups. Here's Slater, who doubled high off the wall in the first inning and has scored the only run in this game. Check that, it was a triple. There's a strike to Slater. With Dubon on deck. Gomber with pitch number 36. And he flops it in for a strike, and it's 0-2.
He's getting a good feel of that curveball. I mean, he's got one strikeout, and that was on a curveball to Joey Bart, but it was a bow walker. And this one here had some late snap too. When he gets that thing going, it's fun to watch because it's a big curveball.
Spins another one, and it's high.
It's fun to watch it unless you're in that batter's box.
2-2. Slater goes the other way. It's down the line into the corner, and it's foul. This was the triple I mentioned, high off the wall in center field.
Yeah, he gets a fastball middle in just above the knee, and I thought he had it out of here. Hits it 2/3 of the way up the wall, but when it came off the wall, it allowed him an opportunity to get to third, and he just scooted in easily.
I thought he had it too. All back. Two pitch coming up to Slater with one out. Shoots this one into center field. He's got another hit. Stay hot, Austin Slater.
Let's take a look. Inside outs, it doesn't hit it flush, but sometimes that works in your favor. 2 at bats, triple, single. Hey, 2 legs of the cycle. You only can say that if one of the hits is a triple.
That's right. The hardest one of the 4 for some, not for me. There's a pitch outside, 1 ball and no strikes.
You had a lot of triples, not many home runs.
Well, I mean, what people don't realize is I had a number of times for inside the park home runs where I just stopped at third.
That's so smart.
I had this incentive for triples in my contract. Pitch is low and in, 2-0.
You had 2 triples with the bases loaded in New York.
That's right. 6 RBIs, a month's worth in 1 game.
That's quite a game.
Almost didn't play. It was the second game of a doubleheader. I think it was Dave Garcia asked me, he said, "Are you all right for the second game?" I said, "Yeah." Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike.
What did you do in the first game?
You know, Mike, I don't remember.
Yeah, but you don't ever forget 2 triples with the bases loaded. That guy's lost.
Checking the Dodgers score.
How'd they do?
They lost. The 2-1 pitch. Dubon hits a high drive. Left center field. It is out of here. It takes something to get it out, folks, and Dubon did it.
And he's had this swing going for about 10 days. He just hadn't had a whole lot to show for it, but now they're starting to fall. And nobody makes a play on you when you hit it over the wall.
My goodness, that went right up there for a long time.
Just right out at the belt, middle end, and he extends right through it, puts a charge over the wall. See ya.
Here's Yastrzemski. And Yaz looks at a strike. Yeah, they're telling me in the truck I went 0 for 3 in game 1. So in that doubleheader, they're telling me, Mike, 11-0 first game, a loss.
Ooh.
17-5 second game, a win.
Oh, there you go.
0-2 pitch. Close. 1-2. That's the problem now. You can't lie about what you did in a game, because somebody can look it up.
Well,
you know what? I had really a bunch of hits in that game. No, you didn't.
just felt like you did.
You know I'm laughing, right?
Well, they're giving us information about that first 11-0 game, and it was 2 hours and 11 minutes. 11-0 ball game. Paul Russell, Rick Russell's brother, was on the mound for the Tribe.
He probably went 9 and gave up 11. Or he went 8 anyway.
Hey, Paul Russell did something in winter ball that was amazing. He went down to Venezuela and he led the league in complete games and saves.
Anything a Russell would do would not surprise me. If you said they got drafted by an NBA team, I'd believe you.
Yeah. 2 farm boys from Southern Illinois. Great teammates.
Flores fouls it off the backstop, and brother Rick really helped the Giants get to the World Series.
Yeah, in 87, 89, I mean, Rick Russell was, I guess Russell wasn't there in 87, but 89, I mean, he was the guy.
Started the All-Star game that year. 1-2 pitch to Flores. On the ground is short, but cutting it off is McMahon, and he'll throw on the run, and that'll end the inning. The big blast, Mauricio Dubon hits his 2nd home run of the year, and when it leaves the yard, as always, it's bye-bye baby. 4th inning coming up, 3-0 Giants. Yes, booth, and it's presented by Lazy Boy. Wayne Kuiper, Mike Krukow. Well, we've been doing this a long time, Mike, and it never really gets old. The one thing that doesn't gets old is the fact that it's not warm, but we're quite used to that.
Well, and you still see physical things on a cool night. Physical things by how about 5 strikeouts first time through the lineup with Rodon, and how about a center field home run from Mauricio Dubon? Those are physical things that impress you.
On a cool night. Here's Gritchett, who struck out in the 1st inning. And a strike at the knees. And did Grichuk go around? You bet he did. That's the second time he's been called on the swing, and that's the 6th strikeout.
All right, let's take a look. Did he go? Oh, yeah, he went. On you, Lance Barksdale, first base umpire. He's on it.
That'll bring up C.J. Cron. And Cron takes a strike.
Cron, one of the leaders. He's tied for the lead in the major leagues with home runs with 9. I mean, you get around this guy, you know, he looks like a home run hitter.
Yes, he does. There's a swing and a foul. Well, he swings, looks like one, swings like one.
Well, he's 6'4", 240.
He's got an uppercut.
And he lets it go.
Look, he's like the perfect guy for Coors Field.
Yeah. Well, of the 9 home runs that he's hit, 7 have been hit at Coors Field.
Oh, 2 pitch coming up.
Unbelievable. And it's starting to wear a little bit on Rodon. I mean, there's been a lot of corner pitches, and he's only got about 1 of the 8 that he could have gotten, and you could add this one to the list. He thought he had strike 3.
Well, it adds to his pitch count.
Yes, it does.
Didn't matter. He got him. Well, Giants fans, turn 2 and join the millions who are already saving by adding Xfinity Mobile to their internet. An unbeatable connection only from Xfinity. Some shots of our fans here at the ballpark. Yeah, they got the caps on.
Yeah, they love Brandon Bell, the captain.
First pitch strike to Diaz. Here's the 0-1 in the dirt. All right, what do we got here?
Dinner
Crab
time.
sandwich?
Yeah, it looks like.
I think it is.
Yeah, went and got sandwiches. Eating healthy.
You can't come to the park full. You got to be hungry when you come to the park.
Yeah, well, because the smells around the ballpark, I mean, you're going to get hungry.
Yeah.
And
Some red hot kettle corn.
Where else can you get that?
There's your big fist. Although maybe not the beverage of my choice at this particular time. But still a good one. High fly ball in the park to left. This is going to end the inning. 2 strikeouts and a fly ball for the Giants. Ruff to lead things off. 3-0 San Francisco.
The MVP of MPG. With 11 fuel-efficient hybrids to choose from, there's one for everyone. Toyota. Let's go places. By Heffernan Insurance. Because you're different. And by your Bay Area BMW Centers. See a Bay Area BMW Center today for exceptional offers or visit bayareabmw.com.
3-0 lead for the Giants is Ruff takes a breaking ball down low. Ruff, Crawford, Estrada. Bottom of the 4th inning on a cool night in San Francisco is Ruff takes a strike. Tomorrow night, same 2 teams. Wednesday afternoon, same 2 teams. We love our day baseball here in the city, and our fans love our day baseball in the city.
Yeah, Wednesday at 12:45 game, which will end the homestand. Giants had the Cardinals and Rockies come see him this homestand, and they'll leave Thursday and have an off day, and then they'll see St. Louis and Colorado on the road.
Ruff making sure that it's called a ball, and it is. That'll bring up Crawford, who drew a walk in the second. McMahon in at third. Crone holding on Ruff. Then Crawford takes wide.
So Elias Diaz is going to come out and have a word with Gomber. He may sense that Gomber's starting to get a little frustrated. There have been some close calls that he didn't get. Both pitchers have suffered from a smaller strike zone than we're accustomed to seeing from Ted Barrett. He has been tight on the corners tonight, but he's been tight for both guys, and I think that's important.
Swing, gonna miss. 1 ball and 1 strike.
It's kind of rare, really, where you see 2 different strike zones. One strike zone that pitcher's not getting anything, and then on the other side of the field, the other pitcher goes out there and he gets everything.
That is so true.
You don't see it very often.
Swinging a foul. And that's off the glove of Diaz. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Thairo Estrada is on deck. We're in the home half of the 4th inning. If you just joined us, Mauricio Dubon has all of the runs batted in this game. A sacrifice fly and a 2-run home run. Crawford, possible double play ball. That's 1 and 2. Now a word from Jack in the Box.
Pop my $6.49 classic and spicy 50-50 popcorn chicken combo. Order on the Jack app today.
With 2 outs, here's Thairo Estrada. Estrada reached on a fielder's choice in the 2nd inning. And he takes high. 1 ball and no strikes.
Well, I know he's busy in December. I didn't know he went to baseball games in May.
Yeah. On the ground to the shortstop, Iglesias. And with the help of a double play, a nice inning for Gomber. Rogers to lead things off, 3-0 Giants.
Brewing Company is a San Francisco icon, and you can visit the acclaimed Anchor Brewery and experience it for yourself. Scan the code on screen to book a tour or visit anchorbrewing.com. Anchor Brewing Company, America's first craft brewery, and it is great beer.
Here's Brendan Rodgers, who hit into a double play in the 2nd. Hit the ball pretty well, but he hit it right at Brandon Crawford. Seven strikeouts, 1 walk for Carlos Rodon. Pours in a strike to make it a ball and a strike. Down low. With all the pitches that Rodon threw in that 1st inning, he has tightened it up a lot since then. He's got 71. Up the middle, And that's going to be a CNI base hit for Rogers. Well, if you like the City Connect uniforms, you're going to love this giveaway item. The first 20,000 fans on Saturday are going to receive a City Connect fanny pack presented by Coca-Cola and Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. sfgiants.com. Here's Ryan McMahon. There's a City Connect cap. McMahon reached out and poked a single into right field in the second. Here he takes a strike as he went around. It's 0-1.
That up and in it is wearing McMahon out.
Tries it again. It's a ball and a strike. Iglesias on deck. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
So he's got two ways he could go at him right here in the 1-2 count. He could go above the hands with the fastball again, or he can go right back down in the dirt with that slider. Remember his last at bat, McMahon had a base hit in an 0-2 count with a lazy breaking ball middle in. It was in the strike zone. I don't think for a second that Rodon doesn't remember that.
A bit outside.
"30 pitches in the first inning, and after the second inning, you're thinking, uh-oh, and then he got stingy. A couple double plays have really helped him out with his pitch count tonight. We'd love to see another one right here.
Swing and a miss.
8 swing and miss strike threes. Manley just rear back and get after it. Really not even think about a whole lot of location. I mean, that's country hardballing right there.
Here's Iglesias. And Iglesias takes a call strike. Iglesias struck out in the second. He was the 4th strikeout victim of Rodon. He's got a little bit of an attitude.
He's not afraid of color at all.
No, I think the white shades are the things that just make it work.
Yeah, it ties it all in.
Foul back. 0-2.
Telling you, she is going to be entertained tonight. I promise you that.
Well, her hat goes with the shades.
Yeah.
Little pop-up foul and out of play.
I mean, that's just a plant job with the fastball right in on the hands.
Yep. 0-2.
I mean, it's just become a little tradition around here at Oracle Park. Fans get balls and they turn around, they find a kid. You ask yourself, who's going to take that ball home to bed with them?
And a base hit to left field. So Iglesias reaches out, bringing Garrett Hampson to the plate, and now the tying run is at the plate. '81 pitches for Carlos Rodon. Giants have turned 2 double plays in this game. Both have gone 6-4-3. Hampson would be a tough guy to double up because he can run.
He can scoot. You're right.
Oh, and 1. Swing and a miss. Nothing in 2.
First pitch curveball, backed it up with a fastball right above the hands. Power, pure power.
Got him. That is coming at you, folks.
9 strikeouts, all swing and miss strike threes. And this is the second time that Hampson's sent packing. And Hampson's a good fastball hitter. This is what's so impressive about this. And he just shot it right through him.
Here's Connor Joe. Connor Joe is 2 for 2. Rockies have 5 hits. Connor Joe's got 2 of them, both singles.
He's going to try and tie it up here. 1-0 count, down 3 runs, 2 men on.
The 1-0 pitch, here it is to Connor Joe, and he takes low 2-0.
Well, he's missed 2 times with the breaking ball, and he's gone up there from the get-go looking for fastballs. Dawes on deck. And this is going to be a challenge right here.
Close pitch. I mean, Rodon wanted it.
It's a fight to hold your composure because you get angry when you have a close pitch that you think you have a chance to get, especially in this situation.
And a strike. 3-1.
But when you have to challenge with a fastball, nice to have a fastball like Rodon has.
Connor Joe asked for time. Out of play, 3-2. There's your challenge.
Well, he's adding to it. He went 97 on the 3-0 pitch, and he comes back with 98 and a 3-1 count. Highest average fastball velocity this year, Rodon is number 3. Alcantara, and McClanahan, and then Garrett Cole round out the top 4.
Runners will be on the move. A little pop-up that's going to be out of play. We'll do it again.
98 right across the letters. Connor Joe did well to catch a piece of that one.
I guess if you're Carlos Rodon, I mean, you empty the tank here, right?
Yeah, you don't look at it. This, you just got to get out of this inning. Get outs any way you can. Let the pitching coach worry about the pitch count.
And the walk.
So a little bit of an overthrow there, and it takes him out of the strike zone high. And the pitch count will continue.
Here's Daza.
And now you kind of know that this is going to be your last inning.
Yeah.
So you will empty the tank.
Daza hit the ball sharply to Crawford, who turned it into a double play. And it's high, 1-0.
good time for a timeout. Joey Bart. He didn't even have anything. He doesn't even have to have anything to say here. He just needs to just give him a little time. Dude, they can't hit you. Okay. Just a little breather.
One and 0. And a base hit to left field. It's going to score 2. Slater's throw is going to be late, and it's a 3-2 ball game. So Daza comes through with a 2-out hit, and they're starting to get loose in the Giants bullpen.
So once again, Andrew Bailey's going to give his bullpen a chance to get a few throws and once again give his pitcher a breather. Calm him down. I mean, if a guy's still mad about pitches that he hasn't gotten, and I don't believe that is the case with Rodon, but if he is, pitching coach will come out there and get his focus back. And Zach Littell has got a red alert going here.
Grichuk is struck out twice. And he chases that pitch in the dirt. It's the one he's had a hard time laying off of. It's no balls and 1 strike.
You know, and he's up there probably thinking fastball. And somewhere along the line, he identifies this thing as a fastball, commits to it, and then breaks down. I mean, halfway into the swing, he realized that was a bad idea.
Oh, 2. Just having a hard time picking it up.
Well, if he swings at 2 of those, there's no place. There's no other place you have to go. You just keep pounding that zone with that breaking ball.
Got him, and that'll end the inning. So the damage is 2. Giants are coming up. 10 strikeouts.
Brought to you by Blackened Whiskey. It's whiskey remastered.
Well, this series against the Colorado Rockies continues tomorrow and Wednesday. Tomorrow's features a 6:45 start time, and Wednesday offers sunny afternoon baseball with a 12:45 first pitch. Get tickets at sfgiants.com/tickets.
Here's Joey Bart, and Bart fouls it back. It'll be Bart, Gonzalez, and Slater here in the home half of the 5th inning. 3-2 Giants lead.
Joey Bart getting into the theme with the mustache May. The mustache May concept originally started just as a slump buster. Guys weren't getting hits. They wanted to mix it up. Let's see if we can get a mustache to be the slump buster. And it worked. So now it's an annual event.
One and 2 to Joey Bart. Got him. Now Gomber's got just 2 strikeouts in this game, and both of them have been to Joey Bart.
Yeah, he's walking back to the dugout, shaking his head. Frustration starting to show. He is frustrated. Swing and miss. Make you shake your head.
Gonzalez takes that big breaking ball down low. He lined out to left in the 3rd inning. Takes it wide, 2-0. There's Mom.
Hey, the girls have their bows. Very nice bows.
Family
ladies.
of 5. Lifted to shallow left field for Daza. 2 outs. And that'll bring up Austin Slater, who's 2 for 2, and he scored 2 runs.
Yeah, the top of the lineup is where all the damage has been done tonight by the Giants. Gomber trying to get a shutdown inning, and Austin Slater trying to prevent it. Like to get momentum back in his dugout offensively.
Back.
A healthy rip.
Slater not happy. Thought he should have put that one in play. On the ground to short for Iglesias. And that'll end the inning. 9 pitches, 6th inning coming up. It's 3-2 Giants.
Area is brought to you by Pacifico Beer. Born in Baja and loved in the Bay. Pacifico Beer. Please drink responsibly.
Good look inside the Giants dugout store. The Giants are leading 3-2. It'll be C.J. Crone to hit first, then Diaz, and then Rogers. And Crone takes a pitch outside, 1-0.
Man,
It's not been corners at all.
none. Tight zone, and just really uncharacteristic of what we normally see with Ted Barrett's strike zone.
Here's the 1-1 delivery to C.J. Crone. Swinging a foul down the right field line and out of play. 1-2. It's 99 pitches now for Carlos Rodon. Right at the end of the club level. Those are great seats.
Oh, they're fantastic. You get the greatest view, one of the best views in the entire city.
You get a view of everything.
Everything.
High, 2-2.
When we used to have visiting broadcasters come to this ballpark for the first couple of years, we'd always walk them down to that section, and they could take a look at the view, Covey Cove, Port Walk, Arcade, across the bay, see the bridge, Treasure Island.
Got him. 11 strikeouts.
Remember, I mean, C.J. Crone is a guy who had some ownage on him. Not tonight. He gives him the hat trick right here. Just reach back and sit him down.
Here's Diaz. Diaz a walk and a fly ball to left. And he takes down low. And you're right, Mike. That first inning is going to cost him an inning.
So I've been saying he's had swing and miss strike 3 in all of them. He had a called strike 3 in the first strikeout. So I beg your pardon.
Yeah, that was Daza who fouled so many pitches off, and then he took one that was a pretty good pitch to hit.
So the first one called in the last 10 swing and miss.
2-1. Just off the plate, 3 balls and 1 strike. Rough is going to go over, but it's going to be out of play. It's 3-2.
And you know, I think Rodon knows the deal. If he walks Elias Diaz, he's probably out of this game. I mean, they extended him. They'd love to get him through 6, take a little pressure off the bullpen, who's really worked hard of late. But I don't think that they'll let him continue if he lets a runner on this inning.
Three and two. And he got him. 12 strikeout.
A little help from his friend there. Could not hold that swing up on the high fastball. I mean, the thing about the high fastball across the letters at that velocity is you see it so well, and you have to cheat. I mean, you got to start when a guy's throwing high 90s, especially high. And oh yeah, he went.
Here's Rogers. Rogers takes very high. Swinging a pop up out of play.
$12 punch outs on the night.
Chopped to Crawford. And that'll end the inning. For the Giants, Dubon, Yastrzemski, and Flores coming up.
Francisco Giants may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
3-2 Giants. Mauricio Dubon with a swing and a miss. Dubon, a sacrifice fly and a 2-run home run. Yastrzemski on deck. And a base hit up the middle, I think. Yes! With Iglesias, you never know.
Well, he came into this game hitting 189. He's now hitting 231, and I don't think he's ever going to see the interstate again this year. The very fact that Iglesias even got off a throw is remarkable, but it gives you an idea how good this guy is. He knew he had to hurry, and if it had been anybody else just about on this Giants team other than Dubon, he may have had a chance.
Yastrzemski has bounced out twice. And he takes one wide. Overshift is on. Off the line at third is McMahon.
I'm impressed with Carlos Rodon, the effort he gave the Giants tonight, especially after a 30-plus pitch inning to start things off in the first.
Diaz couldn't find it. Now he does. It's 2-0.
Rodon knew going into the start he needed to go deep. He ate up 6 innings, gives his bullpen the lead. Job well done. 12 strikeouts. His career high is 13. 11 swing and miss strike threes.
Dubon with his lead. Yastrzemski, not a bad idea, and he takes a strike. Giants had a 3-0 lead. It's 3-2. They'd like to get a couple of those runs back. Bunts it foul. 2-2. Say this, the National League knows the Giants aren't afraid to bunt, especially if you're a left-handed hitter.
There's Buddy Black, skipper of the Rockies, on the right.
Two-two pitch. Yastrzemski stays alive. On deck for the Giants is Wilmer Flores. We're in the 6th. Snap throw. Iban is back. Got him. And that is the pitch Rodon wants and wasn't getting. And that was not a strike.
Well, Carlos Rodon had to pitch through a very, very tight strike zone tonight. And we just haven't seen many payoff pitches, or any pitch for that matter, called a strike that far out of the strike zone. I mean, on a nightly basis, we normally do see strikes called to that, but it hasn't been that way tonight.
Here's Flores, who's flied out and rolled out to third. Swing and a miss. No balls and one strike.
Taking a shot to right field.
I mean, Gomber can go for a while. He's only got 82 pitches.
Well, nice play by Elias Diaz. I mean, he just had to guess where that one hopper was going. When it hits that far out in front of home plate, you don't know how high it's going to go. You just have to guess. And he guessed right. Throw over there enough times, that's like a challenge to Dubon. He'll go. He's got the green light.
1-2.
Green light is if you get a good jump, you can go at your discretion. Then there's green light plus, where you can go at your discretion, but if you get thrown out, you have to sit in the other dugout.
1-2. Out of play. Flores thinking that was too close to take.
But you have to hang in there with the curveball from Gomber because it's so big out of his hand. A lot of times if you're hitting from the right side, you give up on it, and it just keeps working its way back into the strike zone. And Wilmer Flores has got a lean. I mean, he's just hanging out on that on the outside part of the plate.
Up the middle and a base hit, and Dubon will end up at third. There's Flores with a base hit.
Well, Oracle Park is the perfect place to host your next event with all-inclusive premium ticket packages, field level seating right in the action, or a more exclusive setting in a private suite. There are options for every type of outing. Visit sfgiants.com/suites for more information.
So Ruff is going to hit. He's rolled out to short and he's walked. Giants trying to add on to this 3-2 lead. Diaz is going out with the slow walk. Yeah. It's not like it used to be where we could tell who was throwing. And there is a right-hander up in the bullpen.
With Buddy Black coming out here, it's probably going to mean that the hard-throwing Robert Stevenson's coming in.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts. The kid from Martinez is coming in. Matchups for the next 2 games. 2 more games on the homestand before the Giants hit the road to St. Louis in Colorado. See Zenzatella tomorrow night against Alex Wood. Chad Kuhl against Alex Cobb. And it'll be Robert Stevenson from Alhambra High School to go after Darren Ruff. He throws hard.
Throws hard. 7th time he has come in the game this year. You see a fastball that's mid to high 90s with a curveball, slider, and a changeup. I mean, he has all the pitches that a starter would have. 2011, he was the Gatorade High School California Player of the Year.
Here's Ruff. Runners at the corners. And a breaking ball right off the bat, and it's 0-1. Not really expecting a guy throws that hard.
Yeah, I mean, guy's got mid to high 90s gas. You're going to sit on it first pitch. If he flops a curveball over, tip your cap.
Ruff fouls it out of play.
So 2 pitches, 2 breaking balls, and a quick 0-2. Now, Giants, I mean, this is a fly ball situation for Ruff. Obvious strikeout situation for Stevenson. Giants need a productive out. They want to get that momentum back in their dugout. They want to answer that 2 spot the Rockies put on the board in the 5th.
And the 0-2. And a line drive into left field, a base hit. He threw him another breaking ball, and it's 4-2.
And this one he hung middle in. And Darren Ruff, I mean, he broke down both elbows to get that bat head on that inside hanger. Watch the elbows collapse. And he fights it off, and he's strong enough to get it in the outfield. That's just a great 0-2 at bat. But look, he got a high breaking ball. It's still in.
Here's Crawford. Crawford is 0 for 1. Picked up a walk in the 2nd. To the backstop. And the throw is going to be in left field. Here comes Flores. He's going to score. Diaz let it fly.
Wow. And Diaz is asking him the question right now. Why? Just a little frustration and just a bad decision. And airmails everybody. Ryan McMahon never had a chance.
So 1-0 to Crawford. It's 5-2. Crawford takes outside. There's that good fastball. Swing and a foul back. Good rip. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Pirates beat the Dodgers tonight in Pittsburgh. It was a 5-1 final. Pirates had 15 hits. The Dodgers had 4. Two balls and a strike. I mean, there were other games. I want you to know. Just that was the one that I was focusing on.
Well, that was the one I was concerned about.
Cubs are leading the Padres 4-0 in San Diego. That game is in the 7th inning.
I was concerned about that one.
3-1 pitch coming up to Crawford. Out of play, 3-2. Arizona is hosting Miami. And the D-backs, who are playing really good baseball, they lead Miami 4-3 in the 7th.
Yeah, I mean, they went into this game 15-14 on the year.
Every team in the West, National League West, over 500. 3-2 pitch. Crawford fights it off. Down and in. And again, a challenge. And again, a foul out of play.
Reach back velocity there from Stevenson, hitting 98. So he's cranking up the jugs gun.
First pitch, Crawford takes it for a walk.
And a great at bat. Three-2 count, worked it full, just a bit outside.
Is that Darryl Scott coming out?
Darryl Scott, the pitching coach.
Now, word via WebEx by Cisco.
Hello, everyone.
Whether it's from boardrooms, crowded rooms,
Claro que sí.
and soon from rooms you aren't even in, T-Mobile uses WebEx to hybrid work.
Hey, hon.
Because we make it work for everyone.
Here's Thairo Estrada, who's never faced Stevenson before. Estrada with a couple of ground balls tonight. He's 0 for 2. And tight, 1 ball and no strikes. Gomber was good tonight, although he's charged for the 2 runs here in the 6th inning. But his line score is going to look at 5 earned runs, but I thought he pitched better than that. Line drive, base hit, left field. They're going to wave it. No, they're not. Mark Hallberg threw up both hands. Ball hit extremely hard, and the bases are loaded.
Well, that and Jonathan Daza, he's got the best arm in the outfield and left field. So with 1 out, they will not challenge him, and they may have challenged in a 2-out situation. Nonetheless, a nice at bat from Estrada.
Joey Bart will not hit. Unless he's going back for different lumber. going to be Jock Peterson. Peterson already a favorite. Listen to this crowd. Local kid.
Well, he got off to a great start. He really did. And then, I mean, he had a little minor injury to his groin, which really altered the balance in his foundation. Now, he never went on the injured list, but it absolutely affected his ability to work his hips at the plate. But bases loaded. I want to get him in a situation where he's going to get something to hit and trying to do damage. Joey Bart's stone cold, so Gabe Kapler rolling the dice here, trying to add big.
And a strike to Peterson. Oh, and 1 to Peterson. Bases are loaded. 0-2.
Again, he's not there looking for anything but a fastball, middle end. So Stevenson respecting that, going back door with a couple of breaking balls to get ahead in the count.
Center field, let's see what happens. Hampson's got it. Tagging is rough. Here's the throw. It's cut off. The throw to third. Not in time. Ruff scores. It's 6-2.
They will definitely challenge Hampson. Does not have a strong arm. So Jock Peterson getting the job done. And he does it in an 0-2 count. Good at bat.
So here's Gonzalez.
Take a look at the headfirst slide, avoiding the tag. Crawford gets in there ahead of the swipe.
Gonzalez is hit 2 balls to left that were caught. Takes outside, 1-0.
Four hits in the inning for the Giants.
Here's the 1-0. Runner goes. Swinging a foul back. So Estrada will have to put on the brakes. Estrada hit that ball hard to left.
Well, we've been very impressed with his approach to left field. Righties, lefties, doesn't matter.
Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Next pitch, number 20 for Stevenson.
Gonzalez asked for time. 6-2 Giants here in the 6th inning.
The fans not appreciating the throwovers to first. I don't know if Crone's digging them either. Because Stevenson's throwing better velocity pitches to first than he is to home.
He's throwing darts. Now the runner goes, and it's a called strike. So all of that just to let the runner go.
No middle infielder broke to cover second.
High into right center field. It looks like Hampson's got a beat on it, and that'll do it. Giants score twice. 7th inning coming up. Game summary, and it's brought to you by Toyota. This was a terrific start for Carlos Rodon, who struck out 12. Mauricio Dubon has been really a lot of the offense for the Giants. Daza's got the RBI single for the Rockies. And Austin Gomber is going to give up 5 earned runs, but like I said earlier, he pitched better than that. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts.
Jose Alvarez now coming in to pitch the 7th inning for the Giants, 11th appearance on the year. He's been very good, 3.86 ERA and 7 innings of work. But what a night for Carlos Rodon. Wow, just impressive. I mean, the 31 pitches in the first inning, and then guts it out through 6 innings with a very tight strike zone. New catcher now for the Giants, Kirk Casale, comes in.
McMahon is 1 for 2. And a strike. Iglesias and then Hampson, 7th inning. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Little different fastball that the Rockies are looking at now off of Alvarez than what they saw with Rodon.
Swing and a foul.
With Rodon, one of the best velocity fastballs in all of baseball. And now you're watching a fastball come out around 90-92 from Alvarez, but with a lot of sink, a lot of late movement. Sinker, slider, changeup. Everything he has got late finish. And you saw the K's. That was the night for Rodon. Called strike 3 the first strikeout of the night. Then he punched out 11 swinging.
Got him.
And Alvarez continues the theme. Take a look at the slider. And just breaks him down. I don't think that McMahon saw that at all, the way he swung at it.
Here's Iglesias, who's 1 for 2. Fastball high and wide. Hampson to follow.
Rodon tonight, 110 pitches. That is the most that he has thrown this year.
One and one. Iglesias had a base hit in the 5th. He scored the 2nd run for the Rockies. See if anybody can get to this. It's going to reach the seats. One and two.
Wow, he got in his kitchen deep.
Yes, he did.
I mean, the 1-1 pitch was a changeup, and he fouls it off. Then he comes right back in and just burns the thumbs.
It's cold swing.
Yes, it's cold. Get out of my kitchen swing.
Hooked down the left field line and a fair ball. You let him get it in there that time. The throw to second is going to be late.
Nice 2-strike at bat from Jose Iglesias. Take a look at the slider. Man, it was right there, just a little bit off the plate in, and he dug it out.
Hampson against Rodon struck out twice. Off the end of the bat, no balls and 1 strike. 7 hits for each team. And a strike. Nothing in 2. Warm enough?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me too. It's cold, but we're equipped.
We have everything in the closet on. Blankets. What our dads tell us?
If you're cold, it's your own fault.
So true.
He never said that about being too hot, though. I got to tell you.
No. It's too hot, you're on your own.
Out of play. Stays 0-2. Somebody made a play. Maybe not. Is that Marty? We think.
I can't tell.
Oh, 2. Outside. 1-2. Yeah, the one thing about Marty is he just never gets old.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, actually. Especially when he's the oldest guy in the crew.
1 ball and 2 strikes.
There's hard Marty.
Yep. Been with us a long time. Got him. Hat trick.
Well, you know, there are nights when you're going to have hat tricks, but when you go out of the strike zone for strike 3s, that really, really makes you talk to yourself. And you really chase one there.
Connor Joe's been on base 3 times, 2 singles and a walk. Oh, and 1 with the healthy swing. Carlos Rodon went 6. He struck out 12. He walked 2. Connor Joe was one of those 2. Side retired on the 4-3 putout. Top of the order coming up. For the Giants. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts.
Ashton Goudeau, the new pitcher for the Rockies. 7th time that he has come into a game, 7 strikeouts in 10 innings. For Goudeau, 29-year-old right-hander, he's got a year at the big league level. You're going to see a low to mid-90s fastball, more lows than mids with a curveball and a changeup. The Rockies bullpen really got off to a great start. I mean, they were hot, and then it cooled off. And they got a couple of hot arms that anchored down the back end of the bullpen, but everybody else is a little bit scuffling right now. And Goudeau is one of those guys.
Slater's been on base twice. He's scored twice as he shortens up to bunt and he takes a strike. Dubon to follow, and then Yastrzemski. One ball and 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Zenzatella tomorrow against Alex Wood. To third. Right there is McMahon. McMahon will throw out Slater. 1 out. Here's Dubon. Terrific night for Dubon. He's 2 for 2 with a sacrifice fly, a home run, and he's scored twice. Low. 1 ball and no strikes.
Goudeau's a big guy, 6'6", 220.
Two and 0.
That's a good curveball.
Tonight's attendance is 20,039. 2003.
2-0 pitch to Dubon. 3-0. His home run, pretty impressive when you think about how the ball is really not carrying these days. And there he went, center field.
Well, it was a 1-0 ball game with a runner on here. It's a 2-run shot. And for Dubon, his 2nd of the year. Made her happy.
Yes, it did.
Made us happy.
Called strike. 3-1.
Start of the night, 189, had been on the interstate for a long time, but now he steps into this at bat, hit 231.
Line drive, base hit. He's hot, folks.
Fastball in, digs it out. Watch the elbows. They have to come in order for that bat head to work on that side of the plate. Right now, he's got it going. We saw this coming about a week and a half ago when you start hitting the ball hard, but for the longest time he wasn't getting hits. Now the hits are coming.
Yastrzemski with a big swing, and it's 0-1. Pulled on the ground, knocked down by Crone. Everybody's safe. And it'll be a hit for Yastrzemski. Bringing Wilmer Flores to the plate.
Well, Crone to his right. I mean, he stops the ball, but it hits low in the heel. It has to come off that hard. There's the low hit in the heel, and then it just sort of squirts out a kind of an unusual looking hit. But he does save the first and third. That ball goes into right field. Dubon easily gets to third base, so that was a bit of a positive on the play for the Rockies.
Flores takes low. There's your leaders with runners in scoring position. Wilmer Flores in the top 5. And he takes a strike.
Good 1-0 curveball there.
Two and one. Giants trying to add on. They lead 6-2. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Good pitch. There's Rogers, Tyler Rogers.
Great look there of the Giants bullpen.
To third, that's a fair ball. McMahon steps, throws, got him, double play. Nice play. Through 7, Giants lead 6-2.
The T-Mobile coverage cam, and we're going to focus on the man who started it out for the Giants tonight, Carlos Rodon. He was fantastic. Really, I mean, he overcame a tight strike zone and a lot of pitches early, and he wound up giving his club 6 strong, 110 pitches on the night, 12 strikeouts, one away from his personal best. And of those 12, 11 swing and miss strike threes. And that's our T-Mobile coverage.
Good job, Mikey.
That was fun to watch. And the strike zone tonight, it did not make it easy for him.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts. It's Tyler Rogers.
14th game that he has come into. ERA at 2.31 and 11 2/3 innings of work.
This will be the first time Daza has ever faced Rogers. Daza's hit in the 5th, knocked in the 2 runs that the Rockies own. Pretty good pitch, called a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Two and 1.
Hey, they had a night, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Those are batting practice baseballs.
To third for Flores. To Ruff. 1 out. Grichuk is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Grichuk is facing Rogers for the first time.
Advantage Rogers when that happens. The only exception is if the hitter had a relative that threw submarine style, or a kid he grew up with in the neighborhood.
That's right.
Other than that, advantage.
Or maybe mom with the tired arm.
Yeah, that's right. It happens.
1 ball and 1 strike. Crawford will charge. Now he'll wait on a better hop, and he throws out Grichuk, who runs well, 2 down. And if you're on defense with Rogers, you just never know what you're going to get.
Well, you get a lot of soft ground balls, and those are tough, especially when you have a guy who can run like Grichuk. I mean, it helps when you have an arm like Brandon Crawford's. I mean, that arm can make up for a lot of things.
Here's Crone. Crone has faced Rogers. He's got a couple of hits and 7 at bats, and looks at a strike. There have been no corners tonight.
It's been consistent. I mean, that's about tight zones happen. They frustrate pitchers, but it's been consistent for both sides. And that's really all you can ask for from an umpire.
Tapped in front of home plate, a fair ball. Casale, side retired. Giants are coming up. Sean Estes for highlights. You've got interviews, analysis. It's coming up right after the game. So Darren Ruff is going to hit first.
Yep, the whole family's here. Having a ball.
That's called a huddle to stay warm.
Yeah, that's right. That's a family huddle right there.
Ruff takes a strike.
Mom's snuggling up.
Ruff takes a low. Ruff has got an RBI single. He's 1 for 2. Two balls and a strike. Crawford to follow. Tap foul, 2-2.
Camilo Duvall heating it up. He was electric yesterday.
Boy, was he ever.
Can't wait to see him come out there tonight.
Line drive, base hit for Ruff as he goes the other way.
Stay hot.
Yes, indeed. Crawford's walked a couple of times. Ruff with his lead, and Crawford takes low. 1 ball and no strikes. Crawford takes wide, so it's 2 balls and no strikes. With Thairo Estrada on deck. Crawford looks at one, and it's a strike. It's 2-1.
Good changeup. He has really stayed away from the fastball in leverage counts that favored the hitter. Can't call anything a fastball count anymore. There is no such thing.
That's a fact. Ball back 2-2. Almost say, Mike, that every count right now is a changeup count.
I agree. I mean, you see it nightly. It's been such a weapon. And even though you see so many changeups in fastball counts that are thrown in the strike zone, guys still have a hard time doing anything with them.
Well, to me, I hated him.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody likes a changeup. Trying to hit it.
Out of play.
Another one. Good job fighting it off.
Estrada to follow. This little guy's hungry.
It's his 8th bottle tonight. It's a
2-2.
New Oracle Park record.
In the dirt. It's 3-2. Ruff with his lead. Crone holding him tight. Now we're ready to go. And Crawford bounces this one to Crone. Crone wings it into the outfield. Ruff is headed to third. Rockies have been throwing it around tonight. Iglesias may have been able to catch this. We'll see it right here.
Ball just kind of sailed. I think when he got in position to throw, he had to try and throw it over the shoulder of Ruff. And as he elevated the ball, it just was a little too high for Iglesias to do something with. So fielder's choice and an error on Crone.
If I'm Iglesias, I got to apologize to Crone. I got to tell you.
Yep.
Here's Estrada. Infield is in. And Estrada, it's a little dribbler foul. It's no balls and 1 strike. Line drive to left, and it's going to be caught by Daza. And coming in to score is Ruff. It'll be a sacrifice fly.
You pointed it out earlier. The situational hitting that the Giants have had this year has been really good. I mean, sac flies, you just almost count on it getting done. And for Estrada, he gets a breaking ball that's got a little hang to it. I mean, he puts a charge in this thing, an easy score for Darren Ruff at third. But again, the situation called for a fly ball, and he gets it.
Here's Casale batting for the first time. Casale overall hitting 189. He's got an RBI on the year. Taps this one foul off his foot. Crawford at first with one out. Big swing and a miss. 1-2. On deck is Luis Gonzalez. Breaking ball and a little flare that's going to be foul. It's now 1-2. Yeah.
Made a play. Waited all night for that. And a bit. Jake McGee getting ready for the ninth.
Down low, 2-2. And a full count.
Rockies have to feel like they've been on the field a lot tonight on defense.
And that's why. I don't see anybody up in the Rockies bullpen.
No, Godot's got this inning. He's on his own. So because of that, Darryl Scott's going to come out there and tell him, hey, here's the deal. Take a look at the pen. There's nobody there. This is your inning. Figure it out. I believe in you.
So Ted Barrett breaks it up. And here's Gonzalez, who's hit 3 balls into the air to the outfield, and he's 0 for 3. Ball and no strikes.
Just kind of figured for Gonzalez, every game is going to get at least 1 hit. So he's sitting on an 0 for 3. He's due. And he's been that good.
Two and 0. Time to rub up the baseball. Top of the order, Slater on deck. And there's your hit. Here comes Crawford. Throw is going to go to third. And the Giants add on. It's now 8-2.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an error. If your opponents create opportunity, you have to take advantage of it. an error from Crone. It really set this inning up to go big. And Luis Gonzalez makes him pay.
Slater, 2 for 4. First 2 at bats, a triple and a single. 1 ball and no strikes.
Another opportunity for a sac fly. Giants lead the National League in sac flies with 15. And we have come to respect that statistic because it says a lot about the discipline of your club and about clutch hitting with a runner at third and less than 2 outs.
1 ball and 1 strike. Warriors Live playoff edition with the Warriors postgame coverage airing now on NBC Sports Bay Area Plus, which can be found on the channels listed on your screen. If you can't find it, then log on to NBCSportsBayArea.com or call your TV provider. It's also being streamed on the My Teams app. Here's the 1-1 to Slater. Runner goes, and it's a steal. So it's 2 balls and a strike. But Black telling his infield to play back. Three and one.
I mean, Godot's got a good curveball. He just hasn't been able to get it in the strike zone where it's been effective. And to the Giants' credit, they haven't gone fishing on it. Man, that's a frustrated pitcher right there.
Yes, it is. So here's Dubon. It's empty, folks. Dubon has had the best night of anybody. He's had 3 hits and a sacrifice fly, and one of those hits a home run. Her ball hit out to shallow right field. Can Grichuk get there? He can. And the runner at third will hold up. For a second, it didn't look like Grichuk was going to get there, but he can run.
Well, with his arm, they're not going to attempt to score on that play.
Well, congratulations to the Warriors. They're winners down the street. Yastrzemski with a base hit in his last at bat. The Giants have 11 in the game. There's a half swing. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2.
Perfect location for that fastball.
RBI opportunity for Yastrzemski. Down and in, 2 and 2.
Look out, back foot.
And a full count. So if you're Yastrzemski, you got to think you're going to get something here to hit. I mean, you don't want to issue a walk right here. Pop back and out of play. A fastball right down the heart of the plate. Just over 20,000 here tonight. Your base runners. Casale's at third, Gonzalez at second, Slater at first, and it's 3-2 to the left-handed hitting Mike Yastrzemski. Hit to center field for Hampson, and this inning will finally end. Giants 8, Rockies 2. Jake McGee.
Take a look at the numbers. A bloated ERA. He's had a bit of a struggle with his mechanics of late, so this is an opportunity to kind of iron some things out. The big leagues, you're either looking for it or trying to extend it. And right now he's looking for it in regards to rhythm and getting back to being mechanically sound.
McGee has played for this Rockies team, the Dodgers, the Giants. He's missed San Diego and Arizona, but started out in Tampa. And he's going after Diaz here in the ninth. And tight, 1 ball and no strikes.
With McGee, you're going to know when he locks back into his mechanics because his velocity will go up. His velocity's been below 95 for the most part this year. When he's right, he'll go high 90s.
This will be a long run for Yastrzemski. He heads up down there, kid, and he can't come up with it. He made one like that a couple of weeks ago.
Exactly like that. He's pretty mad that he didn't make another. But this is an 8-2 game. No need to take on a wall. Although, if you make the play, McGee's going to buy you a cold one after the game.
Absolutely. Line drive. That's a fair ball down the right field line. And it'll kick to Yastrzemski. And he's got a good arm, and the throw is going to be late. So a double for Diaz, and here's Rogers. Rogers had a base hit off of Rodon in the 5th. McGee bent over at the waist, gets the sign. And a strike, and it's 0-1.
Be a good night to win this ball game for the Giants. I mean, they'll definitely pick up some distance on the Padres and the Dodgers both, who went down in defeat today.
Hook foul. It's 0-2. Yeah, it most likely is going to be a scramble in the National League West.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like anybody's going to go away. And a totally different Arizona team and Rockies team than what we saw last year. Figures to be very, very interesting late August and September.
Out of play.
That was 97. That's reach back velocity at 97, and he's getting close to mechanics if he's able to do that. We haven't seen many of those lately. And they'll definitely take notice of that in the Giants dugout.
McGee is taking an unusual amount of time. One and two.
So a little back foot slider there. I mean, he's basically a two-pitch guy. I mean, he can 2 and 4 seam the fastball. But through most of his career, I mean, he has been very predictable. Guy go out there and 93 out of 100 times he's going to come at you with a fastball.
Two and two. Two balls and 2 strikes. Hit high and foul, and we'll do it again.
96 miles per hour. Yeah, you can't be afraid to dive. And Niner fans, they will get dirty.
Yes, they will. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
An outing for McGee to try and work out some issues. And he's definitely got more velocity than we've seen the last several times out there. But he does not want to have anybody get up in his bullpen.
Estrada going out, and he'll be the one to make the call and the catch. Here's McMahon. McMahon is 1 for 3.
Charlie Blackmon a night off. Might get another one tomorrow with Alex Wood pitching.
There's a strike. Good location from Jake McGee. Same spot. Remember, both teams came into this game with the same record, 16 and 12.
And if you look at the last 10 games, I mean, the Rockies really have been the hotter team between the two.
And they got him.
A 3-pitch see ya for McGee. And he's got to be happy about the location on all 3 of these pitches. 0-2 count, drop a little breaking ball right below the outside corner, and he gets the check swing strikeout.
Here's Iglesias. Line drive. That's going to be a base hit. In the gap, Slater cuts it off. Iglesias has got a double. And coming in to score is Diaz.
That's a 3-hit night for Iglesias. He came into the game hitting .308. And he continues to stay hot.
Second double. And here's Hampson.
Just balance, solid, go back up the middle. Let the pitcher supply the power. So big at bat for Hampson. I mean, he's sitting on a hat trick.
Swinging a foul out of play. Eight-3 Giants here in the ninth inning. Hit well into center field. Dubon back, and it's over his head, and it bounces over the fence for a ground rule double. Hampson hits the third double in this inning. And here's Connor Joe. That ball is hit pretty well.
Well, and reluctantly, Gabe Kapler tells Andrew Bailey, get Duvall up. Or get somebody up.
Connor Joe has been on base 3 times. And a strike, and it's 0-1. In the dirt.
Ooh, that caught bare hand on Casale.
Ouch. So it'll be pitch number 20 coming up for McGee. Pop up out of play, 1-2.
If something were to happen to Casale, I mean, remember Joey Bart came out of the game, so in a 2-catcher system, you always have a fail-safe, and the fail-safe is Darren Ruff. If something happened to Casale where he got hurt, Darren Ruff would be the catcher. For years, it was Pablo Sandoval.
In the dirt.
Next pitch will be number 22 in the inning for McGee. Just trying to figure it out.
Two-two pitch. Here it is.
And he didn't get the pitch.
He made the pitch.
This is strike 3. Talk about the zone all night long. It's been tight.
It can make for a weird game.
Well, tomorrow night it's going to be tight too with Lance Barkdale.
This is going to be a close play at first, and it's thrown away. So coming in to score is Hampson. Down to second will be Connor Joe. It'll be an infield hit. And the hitter is going to be Daza.
And Duvall starts to take it a little more seriously. This will be the last hitter that Jake McGee will face tonight. And that was exactly what Andrew Bailey told him. And McGee does not want the bullpen to get in. He didn't want to get anybody up in the bullpen. No. So there's your motivational speech from Andrew Bailey.
All of a sudden the hits are even at 11.
There's been 4 hits in this inning, 3 doubles and a single.
And a strike. It's the pitch he didn't get to end the game, and it's 0-1. Two.
Well, this is where Daza's toughened up. Two strikes tonight. Shortens up a little bit.
And he goes around, and that's the ball game. So it took a while, but the Giants hang on. In the end, they pick up game 1 of this 3-game series. And this game, Mike, is about Rodon and Mauricio Dubon.
Well, I thought that Carlos Rodon tonight, he knew he had to go out there and he needed to go deep into the ball game. His goal was to go 6 or 7. And after a 31 pitch first inning, you didn't know if he could do it, but indeed he did in spectacular fashion. 12 strikeouts on the night. And for Dubon, I mean, he comes into this ball game hitting 189. He goes out hitting 250 with a 3-hit night and a big 2-run homer in the third inning. So a good night, and the Giants keep this momentum going.
Final score, it's the Giants 8, the Rockies 5. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for Giants Postgame Live presented by Toyota, which starts right now.